good morning. It's September 16th, 2025. We're here at a solid waste board meeting, and we've got Mr. Mike to give us his report. Go ahead, Mike, what do we got going on? We don't have any minutes, I guess, so manager's report.
Okay, well, we have no injuries for the month of August. That's good. So everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm starting to slow down just a little bit now. I'm getting into early September, like usual. We did 960 gallons of oil recycled, cost us $490. Helen recycling, we didn't have a lot of Helen recycling in the month of August. It was kind of surprising. We had 7.95 tons of cardboard, 0.49 tons of aluminum, and we had $584.01 in batteries. Batteries are still doing good. The lead.
Is cardboard down still?
Yeah, cardboard's not down. It's basically, I don't get anything for it,
Yeah.
but they don't charge us for it now.
Oh, okay.
Before they were charging us a minimal charge. Now it's just flatlined. We make all of our money on aluminum or tin cans. Aluminum especially. But yeah, aluminum will pick up now that we're getting into fall because of Oktoberfest. Yeah. And then I redid the bids for steel, which I was kind of shocked. We got getting a little bit more out of East Ridge, $140 per ton, so they're moving in to do that. I think they were supposed to move in last week, but it doesn't look like they did, so they're probably moving in the next week or two. Pacific Steel only gave me a 106 per ton. So, of course, I went with East Ridge. It's quite a bit more.
Yeah. Is that the old Butte outfit or?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's Steve Turk out of East Ridge, steel recycling. And then brush is slowed down a little bit. Leaves will be coming pretty soon, but they're light, so that won't cost us as much. We did 46.21 tons of brush. It cost us $1,420.59. A revenue breakdown for the month. Whitehall did $3,300. A lot of that was because concrete came in. We got a whole bunch of concrete in. And then Montana City did $1,576. Boulder did $4,265. A lot of that was because of shingles. So, and then we talked about that the other day. And then Jeff City, they've slowed down a lot of their construction, but I heard they're building another about 5 or 6 homes up there, so that's going to probably pick up again. They did $75 for the month of August. Clancy actually did 500, which is really surprising. Basin did 316, which is surprising. Usually that's the opposite. And the office did $657.69 in permits and no solid waste for new construction. Then we do have some totals. Whitehall, we have 4,085 for this fiscal year. Montana City's done 3,229 for this fiscal year. Boulder's done $5,861, but a lot of that's because of the shingles over here, Highway Patrol. So they're redoing the roofs. They're bringing some of the stuff to us and a lot of it over the hill. So they found they have to strip all the roofs off, and then because I guess the way they did it, they have to redo sheathe the whole roof and have a vapor gap because they're sledding.
Oh,
So they went in and
moisture problems, huh?
well, they went in and core bonded everything.
Oh, gotcha.
And when you core bond everything, if you don't have a moisture, they went and they core bonded all that. They'll save us a whole bunch of money on heating bills and cooling. Well, when you do that, you make everything sweat.
Yeah.
So
Condensation, huh?
yeah, condensation. So then they had to go and strip all the roofs off and build a air gap. And then
It'd be cheaper to rip all the core bond out of there.
it probably would have been. They didn't do it that way. Okay, and then Jeff City, we did $229 for the fiscal year. Clancy's done 764, Basin 399, and the office for this fiscal year has done $1,632.02. And we hauled 395.35 tons of garbage. Jefferson County did in August. And with everybody, McGree, Tri-County and Julio, the whole county, 641.02 tons of garbage. We had minor repairs on the trucks. Also, I got all the specs for the new truck. So now they're gonna give me the quote for the new truck. I'll probably have that in the next week or two. So I'll know exactly what that is, then Ginger can work on the loan for that.
Leather seats, seat warmers, steering wheel.
Yeah.
warmer.
Yeah, gotta have that cushy seat, recline back so you can take a nap when you're driving, self-driving cars.
Coffee maker.
Yeah. No, none of that stuff. I am going to an automatic. Everything's pretty much being built is up with an automatic now.
Yep.
Yeah, hard to get it otherwise.
Yeah, so, and they're actually cheaper than doing a manual transmission.
They're supposed to be more heavy duty too, or more
They are.
reliable.
I did some research on it this morning because everybody was like, oh, automatic, it's only a 6-speed. Well, it's not really, it's actually a 12-speed because you have a mode button. It actually works it sounds like it's gonna work pretty nice.
Good.
They've worked a lot of the bugs out over the years. And Park County has one. And they
They
said
like it.
they all fight over that truck to drive it, I guess.
Probably nice.
Yeah. So. And then, we didn't have any for August, we didn't have any. We're getting quite a few junk vehicles right now, and I have a mobile home to do. So we had no claims and no vehicles for August on junk vehicle. Department of Revenue, we had in total for the year, we had 13 new commercials added to the solid waste. We had 155 new residential. 81 from DOR and 74, which some of them were on their list. We just took them off our list. But we also collected 74 new constructions too that haven't hit theirs. Is we're catching everything because of the permit. So we're billing them, prorating them, or full rate depending on the time of year. And then Department of Revenue, so that they do is they wait until they're almost finished. And a lot of people will start bringing in garbage when they start construction, and I don't get that revenue for solid waste for sometimes up to 3 to 5 years. So I'm catching it way back here so that they're not doing garbage for free.
Right.
And that's what's been going on too in the past.
That's only if they come to the solid waste site though, right?
Correct.
They catch the permit.
See, and that's one thing with Republic is gonna be a little bit better than with Tri-County. Is Republic, and I've already talked to them and had a meeting with them, and they're all about data. So they're gonna start sending us all their stuff, all their people, and they're gonna keep track of, it'll take them about a year. And they have weights in their trucks. They know what's going in their truck.
Really?
Yeah, so commercial, they'll make it a lot easier for commercial for me, because right now I just go out and say how many times you pick up
Yeah.
and you got these size cans. So I'm assuming how much weight they're getting.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot better for the it'd be a lot better for the commercial because there's always a positive, negative. And if I have a year of data of that, then I can actually go back and base all the commercials and either decrease or increase the people accordingly, how they're bringing the garbage in, and we're getting charged. So then it's more of a weight, like because of scale system.
That's how we get charged, so that's fair.
It is, because there are some people I know that are bringing in a lot of weight, and I can't calculate that because there's no way for me to keep
Scales,
track.
right.
So they're gonna have a lot better data for me in a year from now. Some of that'll change, and I'll have to go back and change all the commercials. There was 20 new mobile homes, 20 mobile homes removed from the system and 22 new ones. And then the resolution, which is the mobile home resolution. He told me it's expired. It terminated on 21st of June, June 30th, 2021, so we're gonna need to redo the resolution.
So that's, yeah, we need to talk about that probably. Are we well enough funded in that,
Yeah.
fund to
Yeah, it's
keep doing that?
yeah, it's just so how it works is there's not that many of them that she'd ever done. She only usually does about 2 or 3 a year, it looks like. And it's where. Actually, they've only done one this year. This will be the second one, this guy who called me. It's where they call me and then I go and take a picture of it and then when they remove it, I give them a $500 check. So some of our junk vehicles get hauled for more than that.
Yeah. What, how do you know they get rid of it? No, just haul it off to the neighbor's property and tuck it behind some trees?
Cause I have to see the hauling receipts and stuff.
Or like when they take it to the landfill or whatever, okay, you got proof that they.
Yeah, I gotta
actually-
have proof. I
that
gotta,
they disposed of it.
that's why I go take a picture of it before, take a picture of it after, and I need proof that they actually removed the stuff.
Okay,
So, and I'll probably go out and I know Megan used to go out also in the midpoint and see them actually turn it apart and put them in the dumpster can.
okay, good,
So.
good. I think that helps kind of get rid of some of those old ones.
Yeah.
If they can get $500, I don't know what Julio charges to knock one down and throw it in the dumpster.
I don't know.
$500 helps, so.
It does. Anything helps sometimes. And the only other thing is, I was gonna ask if we could move my solid waste meeting again from to the October 21st date. And then we'll go back to normal. I have antelope tags sold by Harleton. It does, especially when you have doe and buck tags.
Hmm.
Yeah, two
You
tags.
probably got enough comp time to take a year off.
I probably do.
I have something for your solid waste board, if you don't mind me adding to your menu.
Sure. I think you're done with your report.
Yeah, I'm done with my
Well,
report.
it's gonna be, you have to be involved, Mike.
Well, I
Okay,
should-
so this lady called yesterday,
Uh-huh.
Briar Herrick. So what we did is just so, I'm gonna give a backstory because I know Craig doesn't know. I'm sure he doesn't. So she took the tax, she bought at auction properties at OT. She also bought on tax deed properties at OT.
Yep.
The one property that has a building on it with a warehouse has not had, she paid all the solid waste fees. So Mike presented this to you in July, and I wrote down that you told me to refund 2 years, and I just sent her that.
Mhm.
Her argument is that she shouldn't have to pay that solid waste for those previous 3 years. So this thing was from she paid all the taxes from 2019 to 2024, because she had an interest, right, to get them cleaned up. She paid all those taxes. Part of those taxes were the solid waste. You and I talked and you went up there and you reduced it from going forward from 6 to 1, because they're not really using it for a building. But she would like to have 2019 to 2022.
So why didn't she bring that to us in 2019 or
She
2020?
didn't own it then, because it was an assignment for taxes. And the auction. So, no, and that's what she
So
wrote
what's our
here.
rule for how many years? I thought it was just 2 or 3 years.
I thought it was two.
I thought I
Well,
could
this
be
is
wrong.
kind of different because she bought the property with those back taxes, I'm assuming.
Yep,
Mhm.
so some of it was auction, some of it was assignment by tax deed.
And I'm assuming when it was in that window, there was really no solid waste coming from that property.
Not at
No.
all.
It wasn't.
So I'd have her fill out another one.
Well,
And-
she wrote it on here. She said, this property was purchased on tax deed. OT mining has not been operating for 10+ years. Herrick paid all taxes 2019 to 2024. This site has produced no waste for 10+ years. And then I wrote, because this is my handwriting, DOR is changing this to residential, maybe reduced to one with a question mark, Terry K, and then
Well.
you
it
told me to
actually-
refund
It actually
too.
had been producing solid waste because there was a guy living on it, taking care of
Wow,
the
that was
property.
that
I know,
guy.
but it wasn't 6 solid waste, but let's
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just bringing this to
I
you
know.
because she's gonna call
I know.
either you guys or her,
Yeah.
and I said, you know what, I think Mike is next door on Tuesday. Let me just run over there because I have a meeting too, and
Is she gonna come in?
Will we have a meeting with her?
At 11, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
so
with
she's gonna bring
that,
this up
the
at
5
11 then.
units, But there has been a guy living up there because he had a permit
But
on that
he
property.
wasn't,
I know, but that's, you can't say nobody was living there.
I guess I can't say that. Maybe we can compromise with her. Maybe you guys want to talk about this with her at 11. I know she's gonna discuss several things at 11.
I don't have a problem going back to 2019 with taking off the 5 units, but the 1 unit stays on there.
I think that's more than fair, but I'm just asking the question. I didn't realize, she told me she was coming in this morning because she has some other issues that I've got sitting in a pile there. But this was an issue we talked about too, along with that pile over there. So I just thought I would do this now.
And that's on the agenda, applications for adjustment then or cancel it.
What did I miss?
You didn't do any.
Ooh, you're getting in trouble. That's because it's been on big, that's like,
Oh, is it okay if we act on that now, Mike, or do you need
Yeah,
time to talk to
no,
her
I
about it?
think it's fine.
Okay.
You wanna act on it
Dump
now?
Down to 1 instead of.
so
Yeah.
add
Yeah.
an additional
Sorry.
refund
Back to
from
2019.
2019 to 2022 for 5 units each year. Is that fair?
That was why I never got
I
it.
just know a guy, I know.
I know a guy.
I know a guy too. I know a guy who was living there.
So that'd be 19, 20, 21, 24 years. That's 20 times 149.
You guys okay with that? We need a, motion and a second if you are. On that adjustment for Briar.
How far back is that? You're gonna go then?
2019.
19 then?
Well, you're gonna refund 5 units.
5 units times 4 years.
We're gonna Keep 1 unit on.
We've already done 5 units
Oh,
times
that's
2
that
years.
Person living there?
Well, I think Briar would be willing to compromise at that. I don't think that I just think that all things considered, she really wasn't responsible for that stuff until she actually began owner in 2024. Which is late 2024. I'm just,
Yeah.
But how does that tax deed work? I mean, when you take this tax deed, do you pay off the taxes, including the solid waste, I guess, is that?
yeah, but I would say to you,
Take over the
Corey, that
responsibility too.
you do, but I would say to you, Corey, that some people probably aren't as savvy as Briar. That's what I would say.
No, I agree. I'm just trying to get.
No, I think, I'm not
Comparison.
disagreeing with you, because
I think fair is fair. If there's one guy living up there during that time, we should charge
yeah,
him.
yeah, and you know who he was? He was up there supposedly taking care of the place, whatever.
T-mine.
Hired by somebody.
Yeah,
Hasn't been operating since 2010.
yeah,
So
I know.
I think we're okay.
I think we are okay, definitely down
yeah.
There you go. Thank you. Maybe.
there. Okay,
Need a motion in a second, gentlemen.
I will make a motion that we've already refunded her some of it, is that correct?
2 years, so this would be an additional 5 years.
So I will
Wait,
make a motion
19,
that we
20, 21,
refund the
22,
additional
4
5 years minus the 1 for the 5 instead of the 6, and we leave the 1. Does that
Yeah,
make
correct.
sense?
Helen, you've got it figured out.
From 2019 to what, 2020?
2024.
22, because we already did
Oh,
23
3
and
years.
24. So 19, 22, and 22, so 4 years
4 years.
times
Okay.
5 units.
Yeah.
You got that motion, Helen?
This is why I have fingers.
Is that why you have fingers?
Dan, you want to take it?
I think you need more fingers.
All right, any other discussion on this one? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all right.
Okay, I'm putting okay for commission. 4 years times 5 units. And today is the 16th of September. Does that work?
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Now you can go forth with your rest of.
Now we can't buy that truck.
I know, we're done.
Yeah, that's about $2,500, so I'll go write a check and I'll leave it for her. Well, actually, I'll be back to work. Okay, thank you. I gotta go copy some stuff. I'll be back
Okay,
to irritate somebody.
it's okay. I try to do that every day. Multiple times.
Looking at your fuel, does this new truck get better mileage?
Probably will.
Yeah, it does. Actually, you can, it's something, it's gonna be a training with a lot of the, with the drivers. Cause you program the primary mode, the six speed. To run on either fuel economy or running performance. And then you go to a mode button and it's a secondary mode and you can use that as your, so they prefer you put it in performance in the primary. And you go to the mode button and you can either use it as a more of a performance or you can go to fuel economy. So when you're in the flat ground, you can go with no load, go to the fuel economy. And I guess it's supposed to get really good gas mileage. Hopefully it'll cut back on my diesel bills.
Are you guys still filling up the town phone?
We're saving money by going down by.
We're losing money though.
I don't think they're really losing money.
They're paying their fair share.
They're paying their share. I don't think they're losing any money because they were already using that fuel before. I don't think they're getting any, their discounts are the same as they were before, so they're not really losing them.
Well, you're not paying for their fuel, so they're.
No, I'm
losing
not
money,
paying for their
they're
fuel.
Losing money.
That's true.
All right, do we have any correspondence? I think Dan had some correspondence.
I do. An individual, well, they didn't actually come, but I've had the question asked, to me yesterday. If a person comes in there with brush or debris
Mhm.
into any of these sites, and, based on the determination, are they all charged the same, or is it up to, cause I heard, they were telling me it's up to the dump attendant, what they want to charge,
Brush and debris,
all that kind of stuff, but it gets burnt, that stuff.
brush and debris doesn't get charged, not unless they're commercial.
Okay. Is there anything that's charged other than the stuff that comes from within the house as for?
You got tires, refrigerators,
Okay.
Construction.
you got concrete.
Mhm.
If they bring in dirt, we don't really take dirt, we don't need dirt. So that's called an inert. But not a lot of people bring in dirt. If they do bring us in dirt, it's like, it's nasty dirt, it's nothing that anybody wants. It's a lot of debris in it.
So I just want to squash the rumor down there, but therefore it's straight across the board, right? If
Yeah.
they're charged anything, all the way. I mean, it's not up to the dump attendant what they want to charge a person because they know that person or
No,
anything. So,
it's $20 a cubic yard for construction waste, they're supposed to measure it. Unless it's unless it's under a quarter cubic yard, and then they don't charge at all for it.
Okay.
Like they don't charge for a couple 2x4s or whatever, but a quarter cubic yard, we've determined is. If you crushed it up and put it in 2 wheelbarrow loads, that's a quarter cubic yard. And that's a $5 charge.
You probably should explain to them too, this site attendant's gonna look at it different than this site attendant.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's
There
the
is-
same site attendant given favoritism, then. you need to know.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying, yeah. And Commissioner Kirsch is right. I'm trying to make that determination.
Yeah.
And that's why that question, because that's the rumor going on down there now in Whitehall. It's being selective of who gets charged for it.
There shouldn't be. Susie's never done that before. Susie's always been
Never
really
known
good
her
at it.
to, but
Eli's a little bit lackadaisical on charging things, but no, no brush is charged. But we also catching a lot of people, they're starting to cone it off and not letting people down below again because people are throwing things in our burn pile they're not supposed to throw in there again. And they're getting really bad about it. Same thing with here in Boulder. We have to shut them down. You have to go in there and look in their bed and then tell them, okay, that does not go down there.
Mhm.
You need to bring that back up here and throw it away.
Mhm.
Cause they'll leave bags of garbage down there. I go down there almost every Monday and load my truck up full of garbage. Same thing happens in Boulder. We go through and we'll get every week we'll get a whole loader bucket full of plywood, painted boards, garbage, everything. People they don't care.
Yeah.
They just throw it in. We had a propane tank in Whitehall,
In the brush.
in the brush.
Holy cow.
One of the ones used for barbecue. And
Light it up.
Troy didn't see it. He pushed it in, Eli found it.
Oh, wow.
He saw the shininess of it and then went in there and dug in and got it.
Wow.
Imagine if that thing would have blown up when we were lighting that thing off.
I've seen that happen. It's not fun.
No, I wouldn't wanna, I would be the one being there and see it. I would not wanna see it.
We wanna be around it, for
Shrapnel.
Sure, yeah.
But no, they're not supposed to. There's no favoritism, and Susie Marty's been really good about it. No, she charges everybody.
I've never seen her do it, but this is what I've been told.
Yeah.
Is it possible? I don't know if I'm asking too much or not, but your next meeting, just make mention to everyone.
Yeah.
Just as, as a reminder.
Yeah.
Because we don't need that kind of stuff. going on
We
down
talk
the
about
road.
it almost every meeting.
Oh, we do. We talk about it, measure your loads. It's on my,
Okay.
every single meeting we talk about it.
Then it's squashed. I'll let them know.
Yeah, so yeah, brush, we don't charge for brush at all.
Yeah, and they're saying, yeah, and they burn it, but they still charge us. I'm like, I don't know where these, but nobody will come forward. So,
Yeah, we don't, I've never charged anybody for brush. I've never heard of anybody getting charged for brush.
Tell them if they have a problem that day to call Mike that day, so he knows who's down
well, that's
there.
what I'm telling them, or else at least tell me or somebody so we can hurry up and get to it.
Right,
But,
yeah.
we don't know who the
It's
site
just
attendant is,
gossip
if
right
something
now.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
and,
You know.
and sometimes when you get these other site attendants and they're like Eli, they have a tendency to be a little
And I guess
lackadaisical.
that's what I'm saying.
And he is a temporary person that probably won't be here much longer anyways. He never shows up at any of the safety meetings and I've just been kind of using him to get through my son,
Oh, okay.
so.
Yeah, but nothing official, but I just thought I needed to ask
Yeah.
that question because of what I was.
And that might be what it is too. They might have seen that going on.
When commissioners come in, they get special treatment usually.
Yeah.
I'm not a commissioner.
I don't.
I don't get special treatment.
Ask Mullen,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
who got Mullen with
It
that,
was,
Bill.
Bill did, yes, Bill did. He was
screamed
mad.
And yelled at him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bob didn't know what to think about that. He was mad. Who,
Yeah. I don't have site attendants that usually yell at people anymore. Every once in a while it happens. Roy, I hear about it every once in a while.
I got one question though, and I don't know, because I understand because you just took it over, but where, and also you're dealing with solid waste here, that's from there. Where is it at with the junk vehicles and stuff down there on Yellowstone Trail?
Okay, so that one, he's removed most of the junk vehicle, most of the vehicles have been removed.
Okay,
And the mobile home is the same one I have, the mobile home to be removed.
okay. Because I got a complaint that
And
now
this
there's
is cue to send to-
somewhere in there's 4 more vehicles outside that are in plain view.
Well, he's been working on it. They gotta give him a chance to work.
Yeah, and this was Wednesday when they called me and I called Matt, and he says,
Yeah.
"Hey, he's supposed to this last weekend take care of that."
Yeah, he's removed a lot of them. I mean, it's probably, the last I talked to Matt yesterday. And Matt said the last week he'd removed like 3/4 of them already. So and there's still a few left, but some people gotta give a few people a little bit of patience.
No, and I understand. So, and this gentleman's been patient. He was just curious where it was at. but
Oh, yeah.
If he has any questions, you want me to work it with you or do you want me to have
Or
to
call
call you?
me or Matt. They're handling a lot of the
DEQ stuff. right?
DEQ stuff. I'm already out of it because I just talked to the guy this morning,
Okay.
because of the mobile home. So I'm going down tomorrow morning and taking a picture of the mobile home.
All right.
And then he's gonna have it, then when he's in the part, when it starts tearing it apart, I'm gonna go down and take a picture of that, and where he's dumping it. And then I'll take a picture of it afterwards, so I have record of it for DEQ.
Okay.
And then I'll cut him a check for $500, I told him, and he says he has most everything out of there,
Okay.
so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll call the gentleman back if I know it's at.
Yeah, that's as much as I know on it. But the junk vehicles, he doesn't feel he has any that are his. junk vehicles. He's still having them removed for his friend that he let him bring in. They're still moving them out. So we'll have to, after he gets done moving them out, we'll have to, I guess Matt will have to go down there and address it at that point
Okay.
and see how many are left.
He's supposed to be going down this week. Matt was when I talked to him.
Yeah. I think he's supposed to be on sometime at the end of this week.
Thanks. All I have, Mr. Chair.
Do you want to, work with Steve on this resolution, or do you want me to do that?
It's up to you, whatever you
If you
want.
got time, you want to run it by him,
Okay,
because that should be an easy one. I-
Yeah.
Essentially, you need the dates changed.
you just
on it.
need to change dates. I can run by that right now.
Yeah, see if you can have him update that, and we'll get it on the agenda, and.
Okay.
I don't know how many years was that worth to start with.
I don't know.
It got extended to 23, I think.
Did it? I saw 2021 is all. Oh, yeah, 21 and terminated in 23. That looks like it looks like it's a 19 to 21, 21 to 23.
Yeah, I think the original,
So you
The
have to see if
original
they
one was-
extended it again in the legislature.
This is where the adjustments come in.
so it hasn't been expired a couple of years.
Yeah,
That's not as bad as,
The bank
4
statement
years,
should
huh?
be a lot worse.
Yeah.
yeah, see what he says about that. He may have to look up the law and make sure it's still
Yeah.
applicable.
okay, I'll go over there right now and do it.
Thank you, sir. I guess we will be adjourned. Unless
Okay.
anybody has anything else for the good of the order.
Because I think that's a good.
No, sir. All right.
And I'll